How's everybody doing today? Sorry, I'm late as usual, hopping on. I just always think I'm going to be able to hop on here faster than I do. But I'm here, and I don't know how excited I am to share these thoughts with you today, and what I kind of have in my mind that I've been kind of stewing over this week. I was at an event earlier this week. It was a women's event. And of course I was there and I was sharing Mascara Beauty with women. And I always like to take some time to, at some point in the night, just kind of wander the room and talk with a bunch of the other vendors and things and people who are there. And I don't know, I'm just like a social person, and I like to go and talk to people and see what other cool products people have and stuff like that, and just kind of network and get to know more people. And I walked by this one booth and I couldn't totally tell what it was right away. And I walked up to the booth and the lady who was working there, she was a little bit of an older lady, and I couldn't tell if it was her makeup line that she designed or if she just like sold it. But I just kind of got talking to her about it. And I can't remember what the makeup was called, and I probably wouldn't even tell you if I could remember, because I don't like to ever badmouth or bash any other companies or anything like that. But what was really interesting is as I got talking to this lady about this makeup line, and she said it's a really, really full, heavy coverage makeup. And I was like, oh, that's great. Like for people who have like scarring or hyperpigmentation or like extreme cases of melasma and stuff like that. And the lady looked at me and, sorry, if you guys are commenting, I can't see them yet. So throw some comments at me so that I can make sure that I see your comments. So anyways, she was like, oh no, not just for that. I feel like this makeup is for everyone, because if you ask me, I feel like everyone has something to hide. And I just kind of laughed it off, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, like we all do, sure. And I talked to her a little bit more, and then I walked away, and I was walking around talking to some other people, but I just couldn't shake what she said to me. I don't know why it was bothering me so much, but it was bothering me a lot that she had said that this crazy full coverage makeup was not just for people with, you know, skin issues, but it was actually for everyone, because we all have something to hide. And as I got home that night and I was really kind of thinking back on it, I was like, gosh, you know, that's really like the exact opposite way that I feel about that. I feel like none of us should ever feel like we have something to hide. Or, I mean, I know that we all have our little insecurities about ourselves, but we should never really feel like we have something that we have to hide in order to have that ideal perfect look, or that, I don't know, like fit into that social norm that we feel like we have to fit into. Now, obviously we all are going to have our issues. Sorry, I'm getting text messages every once in a while. You know, like it's easy to say, well, yeah, of course we shouldn't feel like we have things to hide, but we all have things. Like we might have acne, or we might have dark circles, or we might have redness in our skin, or we might be overweight and self-conscious of our body, or we might have like gross frizzy hair. You know what I mean? Like we all, of course, are going to have things that are going to make us feel insecure or feel like we don't, I don't know, like feel like we might have something to hide, or that you're self-conscious of. And those things are okay. I'm not telling you that everyone has to like immediately feel comfortable in their own skin. But you definitely don't have to feel like you have anything to hide. I'm not gonna get like super emotional. I'm gonna just kind of breeze through this. But I am on a handful of medications because I said I haven't been feeling well. But I had a friend message a group of us last night, and she was, okay, I am gonna get emotional. And she was asking for advice on how to talk to her 14-year-old daughter who had a friend that attempted suicide yesterday. And my friend shared that this girl, I mean, you can only kind of make assumptions, but that this girl had sisters that were just beautiful, and she kind of always felt like the odd duck out in her family. And just like thinking about what that lady said this week, that we all have something to hide, and thinking about how so much of society puts this norm on us and makes us feel like we have to look perfect all the time. And it affects us as adult women, and it affects our teenagers, and it affects our little girls, and it affects everyone. Now, I want to just kind of share with you my thoughts about all of that. So, here's what I have found and what I've learned over time. Now I'm going to try to back this all back in. Okay. Okay, so the challenge is, I had to make notes, you guys, because like I said, I'm on a bunch of medications and I have like major brain fog. And I knew as soon as I went live, I would forget everything that I wanted to say. So I jotted a couple of notes down. So, all right, so now that I'm better now. Okay. All right, so the first thing I want to talk to you about is that you need to find something that makes you feel beautiful. And that can be anything. It really doesn't matter what it is, you just need to find it. So it could be putting on some makeup that makes you feel beautiful. It could be a cute hairstyle. It could be a good workout at the gym that makes you feel good and confident in your own body and in your own skin. It could be a new outfit or something that just fits just right. But whatever it is, you need to actually be out there seeking and finding those things, or that one thing, if that's all you can find, that really makes you feel beautiful. That when you put it on, or you finish it, or you do it, or you wear it, or whatever it is, and you look in the mirror, you have that thought like, hey, not too shabby, you know, like I'm looking all right today. So I want you to be out there and finding those things that make you feel beautiful, and pay attention to that. When you do feel that, when you put on an outfit that fits just right and you feel beautiful in it, pay attention to that and say, you know what, when I wear this, I really feel beautiful in it. Or I'm going to share just like a really quick story with you guys about a friend of mine. And I'm really sorry if you're just tuning in, you guys. I can't see any comments today. So feel free to still comment. Maybe they'll eventually start popping up. If not, then I can answer questions and talk to you guys too after. But I wanted to share a quick story with you about a friend of mine and kind of her journey to feeling and finding her beauty. So this friend of mine, she shared that she has never ever felt beautiful. For whatever reasons. Everybody has their own issues and their own insecurities, but she never ever had felt beautiful through junior high, through high school, through college and motherhood. She's just never looked in the mirror and just been happy with herself. Well, she started working with Mascara Beauty and wearing this beautiful makeup all the time. Because she was wearing it all the time, she was doing it all the time, and she was always telling other women how beautiful they were. And so she was kind of sharing those thoughts of beauty with all these other women, and she was wearing this makeup. And it's not like all of a sudden just wearing makeup is going to make you just go, oh, I'm like beautiful actually. But sorry, my lighting is kind of funky right now. So anyway, so she's wearing this makeup, and she said finally, after, I can't remember, it was like 6 months, she said she remembered this point in time when she was putting on her makeup in the morning, and she looked in the mirror and she had the thought, wow, I really am beautiful. And it makes me sad that a woman could get to adulthood before she would look in the mirror and really truly see that and feel that way. But she did. She all of a sudden saw that beauty in her. Whether it was from the makeup, whether it was from sharing her heart and telling other women how beautiful they are, who really knows? But whatever it was, she finally saw it. She finally looked in the mirror and she saw, I really am beautiful. And when you feel that, like you really, really feel that, like deep inside of you, you feel and you know that you are beautiful. It changes something inside of you. Because when you feel that, you don't just keep feeling that. Sorry, Tanya. Yeah, this would be a really weird time to just join in the live feed. Just me getting emotional. I'm sorry, guys. But when you really know, when you feel beautiful and you really know you're beautiful, it changes something deep inside of you. And when that change happens, you don't need those pants that fit perfect anymore to feel beautiful. And you don't need a new haircut to feel beautiful. And you don't need makeup to hide your insecurities. Because once you know it in your heart, you will always know it. And you will feel beautiful no matter what. You can feel beautiful, oh my gosh, like with no makeup on and frizzy hair and red eyes crying in front of a bunch of people. On camera. On a public live feed. But every woman, and really every person, deserves to feel beautiful and love themselves. Oh man. Sorry guys, I'm letting my emotions get out of control today, and so I'm apologizing that you're hearing my cry voice, and I'm really gonna try to, all right. Because it becomes something that you feel, it's how you see yourself, whether you have a mirror or not. It's just something that you feel inside of you. So I felt like this was really important to share because this is a beauty group, and I want to make sure that, I am like a hot mess. Okay. I want to make sure that when you guys see me advertising makeup or doing makeup tutorials or skin tips or hair tutorials or things like that, I don't ever want you guys to feel like somehow that I'm creating a norm or a standard that you feel like you have to conform to. Because unlike the lady at the event I was this week, I don't feel like anyone has anything to hide. That being said, if you like makeup and if that's something that makes you feel beautiful, and watching some of my tutorials can help you discover things that make you feel beautiful, then I want you to follow them and I want you to try them and I want you to use them, because the most important thing is that you find and you feel that beauty within yourself. I know that sounds like totally like cheesy, but that's why my group is called Find Your Beauty. Because it was never meant to like, I'm going to teach you how to do all of these things and to fit all of these social norms and look like a perfect Barbie doll. That's never what it was. I just want to help other women find their own beauty that's inside of them. Because I promise you that all of you are beautiful just exactly how you are. But sometimes you need those little things that help you see it in order to help you understand and feel it. So that's what I'm trying to share with you. And I hope, man, guys, I had no idea I was going to be like this for this. Okay. And I hope that as you begin to try and find that in yourself, that you will make it, as it's kind of become mine over the past, I feel like over the past couple of years, that this really started becoming something that was important to me. Some of you know that I used to work with the teenage girls in my church. And working with them and seeing like the insecurities and struggles that they had every day, it became like my mission to help not just them, I mean, yes, them, but to help them and to help other women to see their beauty and to understand their worth and understand that we are worth so much more than we even realize we are. And so I hope that as this has become my mission, and I hope that you feel that being a part of my group and my page and following me, but I hope that you can kind of take that and work on paying that forward in your own way. You know, making sure that you are always uplifting and complimenting other women and just always finding that beauty in them and pointing it out. Because sometimes I think that's one way that we can feel it for ourselves, is when you have people complimenting you all the time, it just lifts your spirits. So make sure that you're always complimenting other women. And, my gosh. Make sure that you're always complimenting other women and always lifting them up. And I promise that when you do that, it's contagious, and then they want to do it, and they'll reciprocate it back to you, and they'll pay it forward to other people because they feel how good it makes them feel, and they want to share that feeling with everyone else just the same way that I do. So share the love and uplift others and help each other feel beautiful, and don't get stuck in these comparisons that make you feel like you have to look and act and be a specific way. Find your own beauty. What makes you feel beautiful? And share it with others. And don't stress out about fitting into any other norm or anything else. And that's all I'm gonna say, because I am a hot mess here. And thank you for anyone who actually sat and watched me just sit here and cry and look crazy in front of you. I love you all, and I hope that you can feel beautiful today. I am going to be putting a post up. I know on Fridays I usually try to do something just like really kind of fun and silly. And hopefully today will kind of be a mix of this hot mess and fun and silly. So I'm going to be posting that here in just a few minutes. So watch for that. I may even throw like just a fun little giveaway in there with it just for fun. So anyways, I love you all. I hope you guys are all feeling beautiful today. And if you have those moments where you feel beautiful and you find that, please share it with me. I don't want this page to only be about makeup and hair and stuff like that. I would love it if when you guys have those moments, post them on the wall and share it with us and help us see how you find it, and maybe it will help other women find it too. So, all right, now I'm gonna go because this is crazy. All right.